Hancock Street was blocked off, but it was overflowing with traffic and colorful people. It was the homecoming parade, and there she was, the First Lady of Georgia, Mrs. Sandra Deal, the alumnia from Georgia College, leading the parade, followed by the next generation. 50 years ago, class of 1964 graduated from Georgia College, and many alumni returned this year to mark the special anniversary. Mrs. Deal was one of them, attending the alumni lunch at Magnolia together with her husband, Governor Nathan Deal. She reminisced.
It was just such a pleasure to be here in all these beautiful buildings. I just felt like I was removed into another world.
It was actually during her time at Georgia College that Mr. and Mrs. Deal fell in love.
One of my roommates who had dropped out and gone to business school came by and visited, and she said, "Why don't you come visit me and go with me and my family to the beach?"
Yeah.
And when I got there, her mother had to work and it got called off, and he was my substitute for the trip to the beach. She'd worked out a date for herself and one for me, and he was my date for the weekend. And things just clicked, and I just went home after on Monday and told my mother and daddy I'd met the boy I was going to marry. 4 years later, I did.
Dozens of students cheered for Mrs. Deal, the governor, and the other alumni. Among those in the crowd were a number of couples who met at Georgia College just like the Deals did, and maybe they will experience the same lifelong happiness as the elementary education major has alongside Governor Deal. This is Emil Hellerud reporting for GC 360.